We have talked in previous lessons about how to multiply polynomials. We're foiling, distributing, using the box method, something like that. And obviously we know how to add and subtract polynomials. We're just combining like terms. So now we need to discuss how to divide polynomials. So if we have this polynomial x cubed plus 5x squared plus 7x plus 3 divided by x plus 3, what on earth are we going to do with that? Before we get to this problem, I want to remind us how to divide numbers. Okay, so if we have this and we don't have a calculator, we use long division. So we take that top number and we put it on the inside, and the 13 goes on the outside. Okay, so let's just remind ourselves how long division works. We think, how many times does 13 go into 15? It goes once, and then we multiply 1 times 13. We subtract, and then we drop the next number down. And then we think, how many times does 13 go into 27? It goes twice. 2 times 13, we multiply that and get 26. We subtract. Sorry about that. Well, it won't go away. So we subtract that, and we should get a 1. We drop the next number down. 13 goes into 13 one time. We multiply and subtract, and we have a remainder of 0. So that's the process. We do this multiply, subtract, drop a number, and then repeat. We are going to follow the same process just with polynomials. Okay, so let me show you how this works. We're going to take that first polynomial, the one on top, and it's going to go on the inside of our division algorithm. And the x plus 3 will be on the outside. Okay, so we know that eventually we're going to subtract. So let me put a little box right here. When I subtract, I want to have an x cubed in that box so that when I subtract, the x cubed and the minus x cubed go away. So what you're thinking in your head is, what do I need to put here up on top so that when I multiply it by x, I get an x cubed to put in that box? So what times x gives you x cubed? And the answer, of course, is x squared. So now we're going to multiply. X squared times x is x cubed. And x squared times 3 is 3x squared. So positive 3x squared. Okay. Now it's time to subtract. We have a little rhyme that we'll say here. We're going to draw the line and change the signs. And then x cubed and negative x cubed are going to cancel. That was the whole point. We got rid of the x cubed. And now we have 5x squared and negative 3x squared, which is going to be 2x squared. And then we'll drop the next term. And we'll keep going. I'm going to change colors because this is kind of the second step. So now our goal is to get a 2x squared in that box so that when we subtract, the 2x squared goes away. So now we're thinking, what times x will give me 2x squared? Well, I think I need a positive 2x. So I'm going to multiply 2x times x, which is 2x cubed, and 2x times 3, which is a positive 7x. Sorry, positive 6x. Ugh. Time to subtract. So draw the line, change the signs. 2x squared and negative 2x squared. Who wrote that? Oh, that was terrible. That was supposed to be a square. I think I said it right. 2x squared and negative 2x squared are going to cancel, and 7x and negative 6x will be positive 1x, and then we'll drop the next term. All right, let me change colors one last time. Our next goal is to get an x so that when we subtract, the x goes away. So I'm thinking, what times x will give me x? Well, clearly I need a positive 1. So 1 times x is x, and 1 times 3 is 3. Draw the line and change the signs. And then x and negative x cancel, 3 and negative 3 cancel. We have a remainder of 0. So this appears our answer. Let me rewrite it down here. X squared plus 2x plus 1 is the answer to that division problem. Let's look at another one. I'll try and say everything right this time. Not that one. How about this one? Okay, so we're going to divide this. X squared plus 6x plus 9 divided by x plus 3. So remember, our goal is to have an x squared in that box so that when we subtract, the x squared goes away. So we're thinking, what times x will give us x squared? Well, sounds like we need an x. X times x is x squared, and x times 3 is positive 3x. It's time to subtract, so we'll draw the line and change the signs. X and x squared go away. I have 6x and negative 3x, which is 3x. And then we're going to drop the 9. Our next goal is to get a 3x here so that when we subtract, the 3x goes away. So we're thinking, what times x gives us 3x? Well, I think we'll need a positive 3. So 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 3 is positive 9. It's time to subtract, so draw the line, change the signs. 3x and negative 3x cancel, 9 and negative 9 cancel, and our remainder is 0. So here's our answer, x plus 3. There are a couple things that get a little bit more complicated with this, and I will show those to you in the next video.